It's been a little while, but welcome back to another Spilled Milk Streamcast. We got a lot to cover today. Juno's just hit Late Bloomer Season 2 trailers out. I'm excited for that. We're gonna, get into a bunch of things. Justin Bieber is going a little crazy. Just want to do a special shout out to my sponsors, Casper and Co, hottest jeweler in the game. We got Sing Beans, best coffee, locally sourced. It's Canadian, buy Canadian. That's all the fucking hype right now. Make sure you're buying some Sing Beans. Um, Ion Systems, man. Shout out Parm. He can, implement AI into your business any way, shape, or form. Definitely hit him up. And we got a lot of very interesting things kind of popping up always. So shout out all my sponsors. Shout out the listeners. Thank you if you guys are listening for the first time. Make sure you subscribe. It really helps out the channel. Do a fucking like or whatever it is. And let's get straight into it. Okay, first and foremost, Justin Bieber is not feeling the best. Now, he's a young star, and this happens with a lot of, child stars that they get tossed into the limelight. And, oftentimes they are abused. I mean, you can watch this documentary called An Open Secret. It's with like Corey Feldman and all the other people that were like 20, 30 years before. They show how, pedophilia and all that kind of stuff. I would say Bieber probably has gotten diddled. Now, let's take a look at this footage.
You just a little bitty bitch for show. You just a little bitty bitch. You just a little bitty bitch for show. I've been the shit. What? I don't think it matters. I don't think it matters. No. It's a bit though, baby. I can take it.
The thing is, overall, his page has been pretty weird lately. I mean, he's doing a lot of like interesting stuff. Let's go. Justin Bieber. Like I know Tanked posting when I see it. I posted Tank like, look, like this is like pretty recently. He posted this. Like, what's that about? Um, Again, that's a shitty picture as well. I don't know what that is. Like, what are these pictures? You know what I mean?
You are, you are love, you are love, you are.
So you are loved, So he's feeling something for sure. What is this? What the fuck is that? Okay, I see that you guys get the point. Now people are wondering why is this happening now? Well, you can only push down the trauma so far. Now I've read reports, and this is something that I actually agree with. I think because the P Diddy files are gonna be coming out soon, there is going to be a situation where it's going to show that maybe he was diddled or taken advantage of as a young child, and it's absolutely disgusting. It's absolutely heinous, but that's sometimes what this industry calls for to become a mega star. There's skeletons in your closet and things like that. Now it was probably okay. Like, I mean, why is he crashing out now? Well, the information's going to come out. I mean, I think there are people in this world who would, take the $100 million prize and, get assaulted for it, get taken advantage for it of, get taken advantage of for it. And as long as it stays under wraps, they're okay. They might struggle a little bit, but, they can justify it. But now the fact that it's going to come out, it's a lot of stress to deal with. Like, the world's gonna know. And he was still a child, so I want to be, it's almost more on the parents at this point, right? Like they should have probably taken better care of him and this and that. But that's $100 million prize, and who knows how much more. Like, what's this guy's net worth actually? This is by no way accurate, but it should give us some idea. 350 million. That's a lot of paper. That's a lot of paper to turn down to, suck a dick here and there. Not making fun of the situation. I don't even know if it happened or not. $350 million, a lot of money. And unfortunately, in that industry, devil comes to collect, right? It always kind of goes around this way. These guys have this success. It's not as fun as we make it out to be long term. Initially, it's probably a fucking blast, man. All these chicks and, jet setting and all that kind of stuff. But maybe you reach a certain point, and that's why only rounds won't sell out, I mean, unless the bag's big enough, but we'll see. Anyways, Justin Bieber, get better. You know, true Canadian hero. We need you. Don't let uh, don't let the devil take your soul. Next up, the Junos just passed, and big news. We had Chunni, Nathan, and Inderbal Moga and Jazzy B adorned the stage. I haven't seen that much hate like I did last year when Garden Ojala went on, and like everyone was like, "Oh, is this still a Canadian show? Is this still a Canadian show?" Because all the Twitter shit. I haven't seen too much of that. There's been praise for these guys. Everything's good. Let's take a look.
Culture,
Shout out G
Jazzy
minor.
B, Johnny Nutter, in their ball mocha, let's go! हाँ जी कितना ठीक है
Okay, what the fuck is you wearing? Moga's my boy. Moga's heart of gold. But what is this? When did this become a thing? Like these pants that like are just excessively baggy and obnoxious and always multicolored. Why do stars have to dress like that? Like I know Moga. Moga's an awesome guy. Ain't no way he's dressing like that. Let's carry it on.
Hey yo, G-Funk, the flames about to drop.
Hands up!
Johnny, I love you too, man, but what the fuck are you? It's like the Dennis Rodman collection, Flamingo. But I like it. These guys got flavor. It's this is a moment of pride. It's enough to make some grown women cry. I'm sure we've all seen that, but it's a moment of pride. I can shout out these guys. It's such a historic moment because they come from Surrey and they're adorning the biggest stage in Canadian music. So this is a big deal. This is a big deal.
Let's go!
Can I just take a minute just to shout out Jazzy's voice? Like, even after all these years, this guy still has it. Like, look at that depth. Like, Mocha's got a voice of an angel too, but Jazzy's just got that flavor. Just been here a million times, and just they even got him wearing the stupid pants. The fuck is that? Like the bell bottoms, like Kendrick did them. Everyone made fun of them. Now everyone's wearing the fucking bell bottoms, and people have been wearing, the loose pants for a while. I don't get it. That's what I'm gonna harp on. Is this the new Illuminati contract? You got to wear the stupid pants. I mean, much love to Chundy and Moga though. I'm proud to call them friends, and they are absolutely killing it. The Punjabis are at the forefront of the stage where we're having that wave right now where everything we touch, people are fucking with us, and I think it's only bigger and better from here. We're having our moment here. We're having our Spanish moment in the West. That's happening. So it's amazing to see local guys that we're cool with. There's love that are adorning these sort of stages, and yeah, I'm happy for them. I mean, the stylist has to do something. Those I can't stand these clothes, just brutal. Next up, we got AP Dhillon. This guy, he won a Juno for South Asian Music Recording of the Year with the brown print.
And the Juno goes to AP Dhillon.
So apparently AP's too good to show up to the Junos and accept an award. I mean, he's doing it fucking big. He's absolutely killing it.
Nominees for
You can't hate on that at all. He is operating at the highest level and just crushing it. I didn't really like the album. And number one, I think the fucking name, the Brown Print, is just the corniest thing ever. I can just imagine how insightful and like, whoa, fuck, like we created something here, The Brown Print, yeah. It's like the blueprint, but it's gonna be brown because I'm brown. Shut the fuck up, dude. It's a fucking shitty ass name for an album. But no hate, you are operating at the highest level. You got everything a guy could want, and absolutely, amazing to see a guy from Victoria as well, doing it to this level, and really a beacon of hope for a lot of people. But that is a terrible name for an album. The Brown Print. He should have lost just based on that name. It's so shitty, man. Like, could you imagine? It's like, yeah, we're gonna call it the Brown Print. It's a stupid voice too. That's how it sounds. Like fuck that name. That kills me on the inside. That just fucking kills me. But shout out AP Dhillon. And next topic, we got Just Rain Late Bloomer season 2 coming out. I absolutely love the first season. It's a coming of age story where he has to make his own choices and he's going through, the thing, but it's so relatable. So many great characters. I mean, some of the stuff was a little woke. Like him just happened to having the friend who's she's bisexual and things like that. I thought that was a little forced. I mean, that chick played a great role. That be my opinion. I felt that was a little forced. It's like too much diversity, but I absolutely love Jess and everything he's done. I love this new serious character he's kind of become, and he's not just you know he's not just like the goofy guy, the comedic guy. He's doing something different. He's got range, and he's absolutely killing it. And that chick that he's got in the show is fucking hot, but we'll see more of her right now. For those of you who don't know, it's such a nice subtle touch, and most guys wouldn't understand it because, like, go there are gonna be like, oh no, so I guess he sleeps with that thing on. The thing is, like, after you slam a girl and it gets like a new slam, you're keeping the parka on because the comfort level's not quite there with her. You don't want her to see, your bad hairline and things like that. That comes after. I've slammed without the parka numerous times, but it takes some time to build that comfort. You know what I mean? Um, but yeah, this is a very subtle touch, and this is the stuff that Just added in here that he didn't try to make any different. This is such a real thing. You got the parka on after the slam, like the first couple nights that you've slammed. She looks pretty good in the morning, and her hair is pretty set. I don't think her hair would be that set, at least if she was fucking with me, man. No, she'd be roughed up a little bit in a good way.
There's something real here, right?
Yeah, of course. Okay, look, yes, I moved out a couple months.
Fucking shout out Just Rain. Look at that, man. Hard make out in the scene. She's got the nice calves, those smooth, squishy calves. Gotta love that. Make out, it's a big move. You got fucking Canadian sings making out with hot chicks. And in the show, he's not even that big time yet. So he's a regular guy. So you gotta love that. It's not some fame bullshit. You know what I mean? So you love that. That's just awesome. I love that to see. What's going on with this door back here? Looks kind of fucked up. Been kicked in a few times. That's very, very dark. What's going on with this room? Who the hell would be in a room this dark?
Months ago.
Bro, how many people live here?
It's like the right vibe for me right now, It's like my Silicon Valley startup. Who the hell's this guy?
He's a night shift guy.
This must be really hard. How are you?
Sorry.
I'm fine.
Are you ever gonna tell me what happened between the two of you?
I'm a delivery guy too, or I was before a robot took my job.
No! What's he doing? Even though you moved out, I'm still your sister.
Planning a wedding is a lot of work. What about my...
She's aged a bit. Yeah, she's getting tired, those bags. I mean, I don't want to go at her appearance. I mean, fuck, I just can't help it. But yeah, she's aged a bit. But maybe, that's part of the character. You should want to look a little bit more stressed, So of course she's not going to be as beautiful. I don't know. Interesting.
blood pressure?
This is Umair.
We should find some ways to link and build.
Nah, that guy's a fucking stud. Good looking guy. I mean, I can tell this guy's going to be a piece of shit in the show, though. Just that look in his eyes. Yeah, he's not a good guy. This guy's cheating. This guy's cheating on the bisexual girl. Is she dating him? I wonder.
I mean, he's not your usual type. Well, I'm not married.
Don't you have like 3 kids?
I think 4 now.
Congratulations.
Thanks.
And where do you see your career going ultimately?
Blushback. Guaranteed to revitalize the thinning hairs up top.
I gotta hate brand deals so much.
Hey, if anyone wants to hit me up for more brand deals, I'm open for business, but I gotta fuck with the business too.
Back up!
Namaste.
Yo, you shouldn't be having a girlfriend, bro. You should have a wife at this point. Look how fucking old you are. Man, Jordan.
Anyway, that's a trailer for Just Rain. I'm absolutely fucking hyped. I mean, hopefully the second season can, you know, follow up the first. The first was absolutely insane. First two episodes I wasn't the biggest fan of, but it just built on itself and built on itself, and it became like a really relatable show. And I'm so glad that they didn't just completely drop the ball. But you know, how could I have thought Just would do that? You know, so much talent, so much creativity. He's gonna absolutely crush it. Maybe season three will come. I'll sign up for Crave just for just you know. But yeah, you gotta support. I'm not gonna stream this show and you know do him the disservice. It's fucking 10, 12 bucks. Who gives a fuck? Support just, you know, support you know people who are doing this and get them those views. And shit, look at that, you know, I did that. The podcast still on after the slam, a subtle touch, but all things know what's up. I only got 2 likes, but you know, guess what? The king himself responded. Comfort levels got to be earned. Bang. 2 likes? Bang. Of course, by me. Bang. Real recognize real, you know. He gets it. All right, last story of the day. Now, this is an interesting one. I'm going to try to do my best on explaining this. So, shout out Dirty News, shout out Six Academics for, you know, providing these juicy stories here and there. It's always, you know, amazing to see. Now, I'll do a quick read of this. Beware. So, any girls that work in the beauty industry. So, this guy was a bit of a creep. So, let's see. So, I don't know if it has anything to do with the RS or the Hindu stuff, but let's go. Harwinder Singh. Maybe he's a double agent. I don't know. This man came into my work. He barely speaks English and is Punjabi. He came in for laser hair removal, male Brazilian, and he came 2 hours early to his appointment. And I told him he could either wait out in the lobby or he can come back at his appointment time. He speaks little to no English. He was knocking on the door while I was with a client while she's in a robe and asked if she can translate. I told her it's if she's not comfortable with that, it's okay to say no. She was lovely to say yes. I however was upset on the fact that my client had to be involved. Afterwards, it was time to do his laser. When I walked into the room, he was already hard. Okay. So this guy's just been edging in the room the entire time. And I demanded that I shave his Brazilian. Oh, and demanded that I shave his Brazilian. Okay, so he wanted it shaved. I don't know if that's the best way. I mean, I've never really gotten a Brazilian, but you know, when it grows back in, you know, fucking probably the pricks and stuff. You know, real bandeno, you just hit it with the fucking number 0 and no guard, and that usually gets you going. Maybe a number 1 up top, you know, keep a little bit of character, but that's a story for another time. When you get laser, you must come fully shaved. Okay, so he has to be shaved. I gave him a towel to hold onto so he can move around his private part area so I can shave the hairs with no contact with the area. I'm not comfortable with touching any of my clients in that area. Okay, so it's not just me being dyslexic. There's a bunch of run-on sentences here. He refused to do this and demanded me to do it. I'm uncomfortable and just want him out at this point, so I grabbed the clean towel and moved his private area aside to get a cleaner shave. No joke, I felt him pulsating and flex his you know what. I've only touched that area for not even a minute. I lifted up my hand and the towel and see he ejaculated. Mind you, I haven't even started the laser yet. I stepped out of the room because I was in shock of what I saw. I felt violated and vulnerable. I go back in to start the laser. Laser. So this guy is nutting and you didn't kick him out right away? Like, I hate to be a victim blamer, but if the guy's fucking nutting, he's out, dude. Obviously, he's a fucking creep. Let's give this a chance. I felt violated and vulnerable. I bet you did. I go back in to start the laser. Laser 2 passes and the pain was too much and he requested to go to the washroom and he still had semen on his body. So he's got a little bit of a load on the dirt, I guess, at this point. After coming back from the washroom, he said he could not finish. The pain was too much. He also made inappropriate comments about me and my coworker, etc. Not only, and he refused to pay. So I can't read the rest of it. This was a story post. It wasn't like an actual post, so we're going to do the best here. But apparently, homeboy's nutting. You know, creeps are out there, man. What the fuck are you going to do? Like, I think in this situation, you should have kicked him out early on when he's trying to get into the room. You gotta just be like, listen, dude, like, get the fuck out of here. And if he's telling you to shave him, like, be like, no, that's not how it works. You fucking go shave. Like, business can't be that bad that you can't refuse a fucking client, man. Like, and once you lifted the hand on the towel and he's nutting, and then you're still like, oh, don't worry, now we'll finish the session. Like, come on, that's just fucking common sense. He's got to go. Call the fucking cops. I don't know what the fuck it is. The guy nutted. He nutted in your place. How the fuck could he nut in your place and you're like, yeah, okay, we'll still go on with the session? I think that was enough. I think it should have probably ended before that. But I think that should have been it. And you should just kind of, cut your losses. You should have called the cops though. This guy's obviously kind of a predator and probably gets off like this. Philadelphia nutter. Now we got the Punjabi nutter now. So who knows what the fuck this guy did? I mean, this girl must be, or this woman who's doing the what do you call it, the procedure. She must be pretty hot, or this guy's just down that bad. Do not book this man. Yeah, fuck. I hope not. Why this guy even want the Brazilian? Was his whole plan just to nut the entire time? Like he got his sack shaved for free, basically. Yeah. Looks after his hygiene, I guess. Be aware of this guy, girls. I want to thank everyone for joining me again. Absolutely amazing Spilled Milk Streamcast. Have a good day. Shout out to sponsors. Like, follow, comment, subscribe. Tell all your friends, man. We're going to 20,000 by 2026.